Hello everybody, we're back again. So, where we left off was we created this widget on death, and one thing that I noticed straight away is that the widget is not in focus. When you die, you have to click, oh, why is it in focus now? When you die, you have to click it twice. So let's fix that right quick. Go into your character blueprint, and where we finished off, where it says show mouse cursor, grab your player controller, type in game and UI, and set input mode to game and UI. Plug it in, and the UI that we want to focus is Game Over Widget Blueprint. So drag off of there, and that is the widget to focus. Compile, save. And now, when you play, start game, get rid of the mouse, and you die, you only have to click once. Another thing that I wanted to brush over right quick is that on main menu, you'll notice there's a border around these buttons, and we don't want that border. So in order to get rid of that, we're not going to draw it as a rounded box. We're going to draw it as an image. And image, and same down here, image, all the way down. Instead of rounded box, we're doing images. Compile and save. And we also want to do that on the Game Over widget. So, instead of rounded box, image. All the way down. Compile, save. Compile, save. And now when we play, we shouldn't have any annoying... It's still there on hovered, but that's okay. It's fixable. Quick game and main menu. This one. Rounded box. We want image. Compile, save. Beautiful. Alrighty, so let's see, what else can we do in this tutorial? It's not very long, going on 4 minutes. I'm gonna pause for a second and see. Let's clean up our blueprints. So, content. Alrighty, sorry about that, I had to pause. I saw a tow truck coming up with their lights on. Ain't playing that. Hit pause and went up to the cab right quick. Alright, so we were cleaning up our blueprints. In content, blueprints, we want one folder that's new that says pickups. And let's put coin and health. Highlight, put it on the folder, and then move here. Right click, new folder, enemies. Drag it on top of the folder and move here. And right click one more time to new folder. Let's call this obstacles. And whew, that got my heart pumping. I thought I was about to get towed. Okay, so let's do right click, blueprint class, actor. Let's call this jump boost underscore BP. Open it up. Add a component. We're going to add a sprite. Add paper sprite. And we are also going to add a box collision. So let's make the paper sprite there goes that damn tow truck. That makes me so nervous. Keep going. Okay, so the paper sprite, let's just put what do we have? We have Jelly 5 sprite, and that's way too big. So with it locked, let's do 0.3. 0.1. That works. And with our box, we want to make sure that it's bigger than the sprite. That still seems kind of big. So let's drag it onto here and see what it looks like. That is not too big. That is, in fact, too small. So, compile, save. That is, in fact, way too small. So 0.5, compile, save. That's better. 0.3 should be just about perfect, because she has to jump up onto it, and then we need this collision box up near the top, and remove that. We want the scale to be about there. This is a kid's game. It's not supposed to be difficult, just supposed to be friendly. Compile, save, and then go into the event graph. And with the box highlighted, scroll down to the bottom right, and on component begin overlap, drag off, cast to 2D Sidescroller character, and on this one we're just gonna plug it into other actor, and let's launch character. Target is the 2D Sidescroller character, and next right click, get actor rotation, and then we want the up vector, get up vector, and we can multiply we need a variable. So under variables, click the plus icon. This is going to be launch, and it's going to be a float, and compile, save, and let's make this 1000. Compile, save. Delete this. We just want divide, and 1 is going to be here, and 1 is going to be here. We want multiply. That tow truck got me going. One here and 1 here, and plug that into launch velocity. Compile, save. So now if you make another one, you can simply go to your launch and set your variable right here to change it. Or if you click on Jump Boost BP Self, you should be able to quickly access it up here. So you don't have to make the whole new blueprint again. To make another one, let's go ahead and do that. Right click on it, duplicate, and that works. That's fine. Whatever. And we opened it up on the top right. We want 2000. Compile, save, and then just like that, you've made 2 different types of jumps. So let's put this one up here. And of course, to change the sprite, you just go into your viewport, select your sprite, and select a different one right here. We'll just use this one just because. Compile, save. Line them up. And let's test it out. And you know what? I am working in main menu again instead of our 2D side-scroller example map. I swear that's going to be the bane of my existence, my entire existence. Maps, 2D side-scroller example map, save selected. And now, let's do blueprints, obstacles, jump boost 1 here. And then over, we'll put jump boost 2 over here. So now, if we play, why is it not working? Okay, so if yours is not working, the problem is that the sprite is, it's got collision. So in here, you can either turn the collision off. Down here should be instead of block all dynamic, hit block none, or no collision, or vice versa. If you want something a little bit more realistic, take your box, your collision box, and slide it up, just like that. Compile and save. And this one is set at 2000, the other one is set at 1000. Oh, and the XY override and the Z override, be sure to tick those on. And then compile and save. Now you should have trampolines. That easy. So 16 minutes is about our cap, and the next one we're going to put a sign in the game. We're gonna build on this tile map a little bit, and then we're gonna put a sign in the game that says, "Hey, I can," and we're gonna create a widget to that sign, and it's gonna say, "Hey, this jelly will bounce you so high," and then we'll add another sign to the game that says, "Hey, this jelly will bounce you higher," and then we can learn a bit better about the dialogue system. And just to make sure, we do have yeah, this should work just fine for putting speech, and we can put a name and all that. So I'll see y'all in the next one.